From this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love, honor, and cherish, till death do us part. Phyllis and Connie, we wish for you both a love that makes you better people, that continues to give you joy, and provides you with the energy to face the responsibilities and the challenges of your lives together. So as now, as much as you, Phyllis, and you, Connie, have consented to live together in wedlock, and have given and pledged yourselves each to the other, and have further declared and symbolized this relationship by the joining of hands. Therefore, by the authority vested in me, by the laws of the state of New York, I now pronounce you married. You may seal your vows with a kiss.
Grew up in a small house on the outskirts of town. She would hardly ever go out, no, you'd never see her around. Every Sunday in the back row of the church on Potter's Lane, she would pray that love would find her, so she'd have her wedding day. Jill's working on the weekends in the market on the square. Kelly came in for some groceries. Instead, she found Jill there.
Here's a question that I personally haven't had a satisfactory answer to. Isn't it possible to be equal but different?
Of course not, Dr. Phil. Come on. Brown versus Board of Education, 1954. The notion that separate is now somehow equal, that's anathema to what America's always stood for. If anyone here, and I don't know if any of the proponents of Prop 8 believe that separate is now equal or decry the principles of Brown versus Board of Education, I mean, the idea that a separate institution is somehow equal is not something this country has necessarily seen fit to acknowledge since that landmark Supreme Court decision. So to now acknowledge it for a gay community, I think is wrong.
Okay, Margaret, you seem really ready to.
It's not discrimination to treat different things differently. The difference between listen, bans on interracial marriage were about keeping two races separate so that one race could oppress the other, and that was wrong. Marriage is about bringing together the two great halves of humanity, male and female, in part so that children can know and be known by mother and father, and that's good. So what you're hearing from, whether you like it or not, is that there's only one acceptable position on this. And I'll tell you, the American people are getting pretty tired of it. The majority of courts and the majority of Americans do not think marriage is a civil rights issue. We do not think that you have an individual right to redefine marriage to make it mean what you'd like it to mean. And we think there's an important reason why in almost every known human society, marriage has been seen as intrinsically a union of husband and wife, because these are the only kind of unions that can both make new life and connect those children in love to their mother and father. Same-sex marriage eliminates that
idea. We are the people of the United States. A diverse group of citizens,
all dedicated to one simple, fundamental principle.
The pursuit of happiness with equality for all.
That is why same-sex marriage rights are critically important.
The Constitution provides for a separation of church and state,
meaning that no religious organization can be forced to perform or acknowledge same-sex marriages if they choose not to.
We are the people of the United States.
I'm your carpenter. I'm your lawyer.
I'm your friend.
I'm your neighbor.
I'm your kid's best friend.
And we are all deserving of the same rights.
Some people are afraid of change. Don't let them take away what makes this country so great.
Freedom.
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 We are the people of the United States.
Let us all stand together for equality and freedom.
Grandma, my teacher says if Grandpa was a girl, that's okay. You can still be married.
If we change the definition of marriage,
God creating Adam and Eve, that was so old-fashioned.
our kids will be taught a new way of thinking.
He should have created Anna and Eve. If my dad married a man, who would be my mom? I'm confused.
There's a storm gathering.
The clouds are dark, and the winds are strong.
And I am afraid.
Some who advocate for same-sex marriage have taken the issue far beyond same-sex couples.
They want to bring the issue into my life.
My freedom will be taken away.
I'm a California doctor who must choose between my faith and my job.
I'm part of a New Jersey church group punished by the government because we can't support same-sex marriage.
I'm a Massachusetts parent, helplessly watching public schools teach my son that gay marriage is okay.
But some who advocate for same-sex marriage have not been content with same-sex couples living as they wish.
Those advocates want to change the way I live.
I will have no choice.
The storm is coming.
But we have hope. A rainbow coalition of people of every creed and color are coming together in love to protect marriage. Visit nationformarriage.org. Join us.
Paid for by National Organization for Marriage, which is responsible for the contents of this ad.
Now, with respect to the issue of whether gays and lesbians should be able to get married, I've spoken about this recently. As I've said, my feelings about this are constantly evolving. I struggle with this. I have friends. I have people who work for me who are in powerful, strong, long-lasting gay or lesbian unions. And they are extraordinary people. And this is something that means a lot to them and they care deeply about. At this point, what I've said is that my baseline is a strong civil union that provides them the protections and the legal rights that married couples have, and I think that's the right thing to do. But I recognize that from their perspective, it is not enough, and I think this is something that we're going to continue to debate, and I personally am going to continue to wrestle with going forward. I understand, and as I said, this is going to be an issue that is not unique to the military. This is an issue that extends to all of our society, and I think we're all going to have a conversation about it.